JDRF, and happy Gala. My name's Krista Burrich, and I bartend at Goosetown Cafe in Iowa City. I'm here to show you how to make the JDRF Gala signature cocktail from your home. It's called the Gold Rush. First, you're going to start out with 2 ounces of bourbon. Just add it to your shaker. Then next, you're gonna have 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, and fresh squeeze does work best. Next, you're gonna take 3/4 ounce of honey syrup. And just to make the honey syrup, you use your favorite honey, 3 parts of your favorite honey to 1 part of hot water. Mix and let cool. Just add that. We also like to add a few drops of bitters, and I'm adding peach bitters here. So you're going to combine all of that in your shaker with some ice. Give it a little shake. Then you're going to pour it to some fresh ice in a cocktail glass. And garnish with an orange peel. It's the Gold Rush cocktail. Cheers, JDRF. Here's to 50 years.
Well, good evening and welcome to the JDRF Promise Gala, The Power of Us. My name is Nicole Agee with KCRG. Pleased to be here again this year with Josh Baines to welcome you from the comfort of your very own homes this evening. And even though we can't be together in person, we promise that this will be an evening that will entertain you and inspire you.
That's right. So get ready to party for a purpose to raise money for type 1 diabetes. So a little bit different. Normally we're at a podium, and this year we're trying it over Zoom. But, you know, hey, this year's been kind of crazy. So why not do it over Zoom? How about that derecho, huh?
You know, it was just almost an insult to injury on what's been a difficult year between the pandemic taking over in early spring with social injustice issues. Then the derecho was just the proverbial icing on the cake, so to speak, of what's been so challenging for so many people. And even with that, Josh, we've had so many people sign up to be part of this evening, and we cannot thank those people enough. In a year where you may say, you know what, this is a hard year, I can't spend my money, I can't support these nonprofits, there are still people out there who are giving so generously.
And we're grateful that you're all here tonight. And, you know, for a little while, we're going to, you know, be safe amongst ourselves and maybe not think about what all has happened in 2020. Tonight, we're here to have fun, and we're here to raise money for a great cause to help find a cure for type 1 diabetes. Right now, we want to hear from JDRF President and CEO, Aaron Kowalski. He's got a few words to share with us tonight.
In May 2020, we mark 50 years since the founding of JDRF. Our story, from its humble start to where we are today, is all about the power of us. 2 moms each learned that their sons had type 1 diabetes. Stunned, scared, confused, they asked questions that the doctors could not answer. Both made the same decision: find others also impacted by this same disease and together fight back. Their first gathering on May 21st, 1970, launched what is now JDRF. Lee and Carol helped ensure no one would ever be alone in their hope for a world without T1D. That was the power of us. JDRF created a network of T1D researchers, linked them together to share information and accelerate their work. We created chapters with information, resources, and reassurance. We developed life-changing programs like the Bag of Hope, galas, and walks, so that anyone with T1D would know that they are not alone. We advocated for the Special Diabetes Program, which has supported about $3 billion in T1D research. We have established JDRF affiliates around the world. We drove the delivery of artificial pancreas systems and continuous glucose monitors. We've accelerated research that enables us to replicate beta cells. We're seeing the reality of delaying the onset of T1D and the possibility of preventing it. We're educating healthcare practitioners, and we're supporting newly diagnosed families. We're closer to curing this disease than we've ever been before. We won't stop until we create a world without T1D. Thank you. Thank you all.
Greetings, JDRF staff, volunteers, and supporters. I'm Brad Waller, and on behalf of Hy-Vee, I just want to send a quick message to let you know Hy-Vee is thinking of you and proud to be supporting the Eastern Iowa Promises Gala. Hy-Vee has been a corporate partner of JDRF for well over 20 years, participating in walks, bike rides, and company-wide fundraising efforts through the sneaker sales. We couldn't have done it without the support from our store leaders, store employees, and our generous customers. In particular, our Hy-Vee stores in Cedar Rapids and Marion have stepped up time and time again when JDRF support is needed. Tonight is no different, as I'm sure you're all enjoying the wonderful meal provided by this store group. Thank you to the JDRF staff, the volunteers, and to all the individual and corporate donors. We look forward to celebrating together next year at the Eastern Iowa Promises Gala. God bless.
So let's take a minute now to thank our amazing corporate sponsors.
This is the Gvoke Hypo Pen for severe low blood sugar. It's a good idea for you and the people in your life to know how to use it before you need it.
It's a single-use auto-injector with no visible needle. It comes in a pouch to protect it, so don't open it until you need it.
It's pre-mixed and pre-filled, so it's easy to use.
Anyone can do it, even me.
Just pull off the red cap, then push the yellow end down on the skin and continue pushing for 5 seconds. The window will turn red to let you know when you're done.
It's easy.
Pull red off.
Push yellow on.
You got that? You know what to do, right, sweetie?
Pull red off, push yellow on.
Simple.
Go to the website to learn more.
Hey, how about them auction items? We're really excited about those items tonight. And if you're not bidding yet or don't have the app, here's what you got to do. Nicole, can you help me out? You need to text PROMISE20 to 243-725, and you'll get the app so you can start bidding on these awesome silent auction items. And you'll also use it for Fundicure, which we'll do later in the program. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, but stay tuned. We have a lot more to come in a little bit.
Hi, this is Brett Michaels. I want to say to all of us in the T1 community, this year has been especially tough during the pandemic, but let me assure you, diabetes takes no time off for anything that's going on in the world. We've got to stay resilient, we've got to remain unbroken, and stay in the fight. What I ask you is to give what you can, when you can. Whatever that may look like, whether it's just support, whether it's awareness, a financial contribution. And I want to say to all of our friends in Cedar Rapids, I know the storm this year was horrific. And I just want to say to all of you, my heart is with you, my soul is with you. And I want to say to everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, stay unbroken. All right? I will see you all soon. Be safe and healthy till we see each other again.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the 18th Annual Promise Gala, The Power of Us. I'm Mackenzie Robinson, and this is Annalise Walsh. We are your JDRF team here in Eastern Iowa. We cannot wait to see you all again in person.
But until then, we're excited to welcome back our MCs, Nicole Agee and Josh Baines. As Mackenzie mentioned, this is our 18th annual gala, Promise Gala, and this is their 10th year serving as our MCs. We couldn't be more grateful for what they've done and for the impact that they've had on type 1 diabetes. We have a few shots of them throughout the years that we think you'll enjoy.
Welcome to this year's JDRF Promise Gala. I am so happy to be here this year, virtually, with Josh Baines.
Hey, Nicole, and you know what? This is the 10th time we've hosted this JDRF Gala. Can you believe that?
10 years, Josh. It goes fast, and yet it feels like it's been 20.
Yeah. And wait, what are you talking about? Well, speaking of years, how long has JDRF been around? You were just telling me a little bit ago.
You know, it's been a challenging year for all of us, but we really have an incredible milestone that we're celebrating this year, 50 years. That is 5 decades of progress. And in those 50 years, Josh, we have learned so much about type 1. We've been able to help people more and more every year. With every dollar raised that goes into research, it all goes toward finding a cure and progressing everything that we've done in finding a cure.
It's definitely saved lives. And we want to thank all of you for joining us tonight and being part of our virtual event. And we hope you're having a great time wherever you may be. If you're at home or somewhere else, we appreciate you tuning in and talking with us and hanging out with us tonight, because it's been quite a year from the pandemic. And then, of course, the derecho that hit Cedar Rapids.
Yeah. Social distancing is kind of the fad this year. So we're really just trying to be on trend in 2020. And you're right, it really has been a difficult year. We've all been through so much, and so many people lost, homes. They lost, I know a lot of people who lost the cars, just things like that we take for granted every day that are now gone, or we've had some challenges in order to get those things back. And of course, the pandemic making it difficult to then commiserate with people because we're all social distancing, right? So whereas we love the energy in the ballroom every year and seeing faces, we know that those faces are still out here this year. Josh, we have delivered parties to more than 50 houses, 50 parties tonight out there, people celebrating all that JDRF has done, not just in the last year, but as we mentioned, the last 50. And we are so happy that all of you are with us tonight.
Yeah, Nicole and I are talking right here, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes to make tonight's event happen. And we're, again, very excited that you're with us tonight. And we'll be back in that ballroom someday. But for tonight, this is what it is. And it's going to be fun.
Hello, JDRF Eastern Iowa. It's your old buddy Josh Auk, recording from the ranch here in Emmett, Idaho. I just want to tell you how sorry I am that I couldn't be here this year in person, but as all of you're all aware, it's the year of the weird. So we're just going to get through it, and get on with our lives. But I'm really proud of you all for not taking any time to stop the fight against T1D. I know you guys have had a heck of a year. COVID, and then the inland hurricane that devastated pretty much all Iowa, as far as I can tell. You don't hear much about that on the news, by the way, which is kind of weird. Anyway, you guys are tough, though. It's the home of Dan Gable, Iowa wrestling. You know what I mean? That's just, you guys breed the toughness. That is where a lot of the toughness resonates out to the rest of the country. So if anybody can do it, you can do it. And I thank you for not stopping the fight against it. T1D doesn't sleep, even with COVID, even with pandemics, even with hurricanes, inland hurricanes. T1D never stops doing its thing and affecting lives. And I just congratulate you on being here on this virtual gala. The 2020 Year of the Weird is what I'd like to call it. And I hope you have yourself a very enjoyable night. See you here after a bit. Thanks.
Thank you, Hy-Vees, for supporting the 2020 JDRF Promise Gala. Hit the type 1, hit the type 9.
Hi, my name is Gabe. I'm almost 17. I've been a type 1 diabetic for a little over 9 years. And the reason why I love JDRF is because they've always been there for me and any other diabetics that are in need of any sort of help. And I would like to thank the Physicians Clinic of Iowa for supporting this year's JDRF Promise Gala. And with your help, we'll be able to turn type 1 into type 9. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sia, and I had type 1 diabetes for 3 years. Thank you, Iowa Eye Care, for helping support the JDRF Promise Gala. With your help, we can turn type 1 into type 9.
Hi, my name is Sydney, and I've had type 1 diabetes for 8 years. I'm so grateful for awesome supporters like the Nan Riley family. Your support at the 2020 JDRF Promise Gala, The Power of Us, is truly changing type 1 into type 9. Big thanks to the Nan Riley family. You rock.
So let's talk about this auction. You've all been bidding, or should have been bidding, for the last few days now, and it's time to get those bids moving. The Promise Gala Committee has once again, even in this difficult year, come together to bring you some premium items to bid on, Josh, just in time for Christmas.
That's right. And if you're not bidding yet, you should be. If you don't have it on your phone and are wondering what we're talking about, Nicole, what do you have to do?
You need to text Promise 20 to 243725.
Easy. 6 numbers, not even 9. All right. Hey, we have 3 featured items that you're going to hear more about in a little bit. Stay tuned.
Michelle and Martin Fisher, this is your old buddy Josh Auk, your auction coach, reminding you to bid often, bid again, and always a great supporter for JDRF Eastern Iowa. Just want to tell you thank you and give you a little motivation to do it again for us. Hope to see you next year.
Hi everyone, Nettie Nugent here. Once again, it's my honor and privilege to serve as this year's gala chair for the Promise Gala. This is our first ever virtual gala, hence why I'm coming to you from my home. I think you'll be excited to see what we have planned for you. So, whether you're enjoying this as a small group or a party of one, I hope you'll be inspired and filled with hope as you watch our program this evening. Our committee once again has worked tirelessly to bring together some amazing auction packages and items. So get those fingers ready and keep bidding. Until we can safely be together, we will be together in spirit and in mission. I hope you enjoy our program this evening. Keep those bids coming and open your hearts to help us fund this very important research. So now, sit back and please enjoy a video sent to us by the voice star, Raylyn.
Hey JDRF, it is Raylyn, and as a fellow type 1 diabetic, I'm so honored to be a part of this night. I love being able to have a voice to talk about type 1 diabetes, and this song that I'm about to sing means so much to me. It's called Queens Don't. This is Matt on the guitar, and I hope this song is inspirational and that you love it. Raised in a castle, I grew up on the outskirts of town. No dresses with golden tassels, the rings on my hand are handed down. But I'm gonna find the one that needs me, sees me, and treats me like I'm already royalty. There ain't nothing priceless on my wrist. I might not fly private, but that don't mean I ain't a queen. Queens don't hate, queens don't fight, queens don't stay unless their king treats her right. Oh, every jewel on my crown, you better believe I earned it. Won't keep people around that don't believe I deserve it. No, queens ain't fake, a queen's gonna rule just the way she was made. Oh, I ain't about to let nobody come and take me off this throne. Some girls might, but queens don't. No, I don't need the tallest tower to prove to anyone I am weak. I turn my pain into power. Every tear's a diamond on my cheek. Queens don't hate, queens don't fight, queens don't stay unless their king treats her right. Oh, every jewel on my crown, you better believe I earned it. Won't keep people around that don't believe I deserve it. No, queens ain't fake, a queen's gonna rule just the way she was made. Oh, I ain't about to let nobody come and take me off this throne. Some girls fight, but queens don't. Queens don't, yeah. Ooh. Queens don't break, they just get stronger. There ain't nothing we can't conquer, no. Queens don't hate, queens don't fight, queens don't stay unless their king treats her right. Oh, every jewel on my crown, you better believe I earned it. Won't keep people around that don't believe I deserve it. No, queens ain't fake, a queen's gonna rule just the way she was made. Oh, I ain't about to let nobody come and take me off this throne. Some girls fight, but queens don't. Mwah! Love you guys.
Much better. Hi, my name is Emerson. I'm 5. I've had type 1 diabetes since I was 1. I love Raji Construction. We're supporting 2020 JDRF Promise Gala. Power of us. Turn type 1 to type none. Thank you, Raji Construction.
Hi, my name is Gabe. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes a little over 9 years ago, and I would like to thank the Hummer Trucking Corporation for supporting this year's Promise Gala and supporting type 1 diabetes research. Because with the help of our sponsors, we're getting closer and closer to a cure every single day.
It's easy to dream of a cure for type 1 next to this luxurious fireplace. Hey y'all, it's Sid again, and I want to give a huge thank you to Mendota Luxury Fireplaces for helping our dream of curing type 1 become a reality. Thank you to the Mendota Luxury Fireplaces for your awesome support of the 2020 Eastern Iowa JDRF Promise Gala.
Hey everyone, my name is Jack Curran. I've had type 1 diabetes for about 1.5 years now, so I'm pretty new to the game, but I'd really like to thank this year's silver sponsors for supporting the 2020 JDRF Promise Gala, The Power of Us. So a big thanks to Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust, Skogman Companies, United Fire Group, and United Iowa Financial. With your help, we will turn type 1 into type none.
Well, now it is time for me to switch hats and speak to you as the president of the Eastern Iowa Board of Directors. I am proud to serve with this dedicated group of people working to find a cure for type 1 diabetes. In the most challenging of times, and we've seen that this 2020, this group has risen to the challenge and is working hard to meet the goals of our JDRF community. On behalf of all people living with or affected by T1D, I want to thank the Eastern Iowa Board of Directors from the bottom of my heart for giving us your time and support. A cure will happen, and you're all part of that.
Hey everyone, it's Jack again. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes a 1.5 years ago, and I'd like to thank our 2020 JDRF Promise Gala Silver sponsors for supporting this event and type 1 diabetes research. So a big thank you to Price Electric, True North Companies, Health Markets Insurance, and Hills Bank and Trust Company. Because of our sponsors, we're getting closer to a cure every single day.
I'd like to thank the U.S. Bank for supporting the 2020 JDRF Promise Gala. Into type 1, into type none. Thank you, U.S. Bank. My name is Pio and I had type 1 diabetes for 3 years. Thank you, Modern Companies, for supporting type 1 diabetes research and my brother Theo. With your sponsors, we can cure T1D.
It's time to give credit where credit is due. We've come so far since I was diagnosed 8 years ago. With the amazing support of the Collins Community Credit Union, JDRF is getting closer to a cure every single day. A huge thank you to everyone at the Collins Community Credit Union for your support of the 2020 JDRF Promise Gala.
Hi, I'm Emerson. Welcome back. I would like to thank the University of Iowa Healthcare. Thank you for supporting the 2020 JDR Promise Gala. The power is on type 1 and to type none. I'm excited that I don't get to have diabetes someday, one day.
Thank you to our 2020 Promise Gala Silver sponsors, Green State Credit Union, Dave Schmidt Construction Company, Collins Aerospace, PepsiCo Foundation, and Profusion Financial for the support for this event. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for a 1.5 years, and with your continued support, I'm confident that we will find a cure.
Eastern Iowa, how are you? Josh Out, your old buddy here. I'm sure you guys are missing live auction, so I figured I'd bring a little blast from the past, Mr. Matthew Bax. Check out, listen to Baxy here, selling some fleet lease rigs here.
And now $5, and now $500, now $500, now $4 bill, now $500 bill. Here now Eastern Iowa, how we doing? 33.4, 33.5. And here now 500, and 500, and 400, and 500.
There you go. A little live auction for you. See you guys.
Thanks, Josh, and we cannot wait to see you next year. Well, this year we have some featured items to share with you, and these items will be closing in just a short while. So be sure that you're getting your bids on our 3 featured items, and you can find these items on your featured items tab on your mobile device. So just so we all know, the silent auction will continue a while longer. That's going to close right at 10 Central Standard Time. We know we've got a few people in different time zones tonight, so 10 Central Standard Time for the silent auction. But these next 3 items are our featured items of the evening, and these are going to be closing in roughly 20 minutes. So pay attention and get those bids in as soon as you can. Item number 1 is our Colorado week-long getaway. Gather your friends and family and head to beautiful Dillon, Colorado. You will have 2 condos right next to each other to spread out in. The first is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath that sleeps 8, and without the hide-a-bed sleeps 6. The second condo is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath that sleeps 4 with a hide-a-bed. And remember, these items are going to be closing shortly, so get those bids in.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. That's item number 1. So item number 2 that we're featuring tonight is a getaway to beautiful Fence Lake in northern Wisconsin. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with room for more in the lower level offers beautiful lake views, a lakefront pier, and all the splendor of Wisconsin. Cheese curds, spotted cow, you name it. You may bring or rent your own boat to really experience all of this Clearwater Lake.
A couple of fantastic trips there, Josh. And now time for our 3rd and final featured item. Ladies, get ready to bid on your dream Louis Vuitton bag. So as you can see, this bag is quite the head turner with classic animal print design. Never goes out of style. You can fulfill your shoe dreams also with a $750 gift card to Nordstrom for your very own Louis Vuitton, yes, the ones with the red sole, shoes. Your feet will thank you.
I had no idea about the red soles, so I learned something new tonight. So yeah, I got about 20 minutes to bid on these awesome items, Colorado, Wisconsin, and the Louis Vuitton. Did I say it right?
You got it.
Okay. 20 minutes. Get to bidding.
Now it's time to meet the Lowers family, who became part of the JDRF family when T1D touched their lives. So gather round and give this family your attention as they share with us their journey with Type 1.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
JDRF Gala 2020 coming to you live from New Hampton, Iowa. We want to thank everybody for the opportunity for us to share our story tonight. We are the Lowerses. My name is Mitch.
Hi, and I'm Jeanette.
My name's Sydney. And I'm Carson.
And we are just truly honored to be able to share the evening with you. We hope you're having a wonderful time. We look forward to having a great night and finishing things up for JDRF. Our story begins 8 years ago, and I'll never forget, it was a Wednesday evening like so many families have experienced. Sydney had the classic symptoms of needing to drink the water and having to urinate, and it was 4 times that evening. And the ironic thing was I had an employee that had similar symptoms about 1.5 years earlier. That's really the only reason that I knew that was cause for some concern. And so, long story short, with a few other events that had taken place, Sydney wasn't feeling well, had run a little temp about 4 days later. So when we took her into the clinic, I had said, hey, would you mind checking her blood sugar? She's given us these symptoms. And I'll never forget when the doctor came back in, and he came barreling in and he said, boy, am I glad you had us check her blood sugar, because we can't read it. And I'm like, oh, good. And he's like, no, you don't understand. She's off the chart. She's so high. And I can remember thinking, well, all right, we'll go home, we'll eat a little less sugar, we'll test again and see if we can get that number down. And it was just so surreal, because in the coming minutes where I'm trying to explain to him that, no, we can't, we got to go to Rochester right now. And it became really real when he said, you need to call your wife and tell her she's not coaching tonight. So I dial up the phone to the school for Jeanette, and he literally stands in front of me and says, tell them to page her. So this all just starts to hit me as we continue through this process. And so she grabs the phone.
Well, and I actually wasn't in my classroom that day, so I needed to be paged. And I had a volleyball game that night, and so when the call goes out over the loudspeaker, you kind of think you're being called to the principal's office or something, but never did I think that I was going to get a call saying that we had to rush our daughter to the hospital, and we needed to do it now. So I was not coaching that day, and the doctor was very adamant. He was on the phone telling me, "You're not coaching, you are leaving right now." And so in a whirlwind, there we were on the road, and we were rushing to Rochester, not knowing what to expect.
So like so many families that have been in this situation, reality hits pretty hard. And I can remember him saying, you know, if you guys can promise me to be in the car in a half an hour and on your way to Rochester, I won't call an ambulance for her. So it just was so surreal, and you get that smack in the face, and we know that a lot of you out there watching this have been there. So onward our journey begins, and oh, how our life has changed. Aside from this crazy whirlwind of Sydney getting her first shot of insulin and them stabilizing her, the next evening we come home by ourselves, carefully up all night. We leave at 5 in the morning, and we're back in Iowa City, starting our educational journey to how we're going to work with this disease in our family. And nobody knows the burden they're about to take on when you have a family member that becomes type 1. And so we, like so many of you, have learned as we've gone, and just had a lot of support along the way. And so that brings us to what really is so important and such a big part of our lives now, and that is JDRF. So we get home, and we have this message on our machine from this organization called JDRF. And after a week or so, we called, and boy, are we glad we did, because immediately, I think the conversation went, here's my cell phone, call me at midnight if you need me. Here's some family references. Oh, by the way, we've got this stuff that we're going to send you to support you. Just immediately felt like, hey, you know, we're not in this alone.
We, from firsthand experience, get to see, or have gotten to see, all the technological advances. And of course, you know, we started off as shots, as we know that many of you did, and then we slowly advanced to using a CGM with the pump into the closed loop system. And with all of those advancements, we have seen better and better control with Sydney's blood sugars. And not only has that helped her, but it's helped us as parents too, just kind of have a little bit more sense of comfort, knowing that when she's at a friend's house or at grandma and grandpa's, it gives her a little bit more freedom to do the things that she wants to do as a kid, and just be normal, treating and all those things that now we have the freedom to do because of those advancements with the technology through the fundraising efforts of JDRF.
Folks, if you haven't been a part of some of these awesome experiences, not only do you get the satisfaction of raising money for a wonderful organization, and we truly believe this, and we have from the start, we don't talk about Sydney dealing with diabetes. That's something that we're going to have to live with. We don't say that. We talk about we got to deal with it until we find the cure, until JDRF makes type 1, type none. We are so blessed to be able to have that support, not for what JDRF does, but for the people that are involved to make a difference in the lives of so many of these type 1 diabetics. Sydney, do you have anything you want to say to anybody?
Well, I'm so grateful for everyone who's donated, because it doesn't only help me, it helps my best friend Ella, who was diagnosed about a year ago, and my dad's best friend's daughter, who was diagnosed about a month or so ago. And it helps us so that we don't have to carry these around all day, or attach this every 7 days, or attach a set every 3 days.
The end is in sight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Carson, how about you?
I'd just like to say,
Nice and loud, bud.
yeah, shout out to JDRF because they've helped Cindy a lot, and I'm proud of Cindy because she's fighting through it.
Proud of your sister, aren't you? Tonight, I think Jeanette and I want to passionately ask you to give generously. That's one thing we can do, is help with the fundraising. Type 1 research needs to continue. We've got crazy things going on with COVID and with a deratio and all kinds of unforeseen things. But we cannot stop. We can't not be relentless against this disease. So have a wonderful time this evening. Come up with some great ideas for fundraising. Give generously. And I think we can all make a difference tonight to make some advancements and to make this thing called Type 1 become Type None.
Everybody have a great time tonight. We appreciate all of your support, and we just want to thank you one last time.
God bless you. Drink, be merry, have fun, and dance.
This is the time when we dig deep to find the power of us and do what we can to help families like the Lowers. Our Fund to Cure portion of the evening is a chance to give a life-changing gift, with 100% of that gift going directly to research. We have some amazing donors who already committed to make such a gift, and we are hopeful you will join them at the level that fits your budget.
JDRF Eastern Iowa, there's only one reason I get dressed up in a tuxedo at my own house, and that's for Fund to Cure. Without a doubt, the most important part of the evening is JDRF Fund to Cure. It's rooms and groups just like these all over the country. When we put all that money together, that's what makes a difference. And most of you that are watching or tuning in have been touched by someone who has Type 1. When you put your money into JDRF Fund to Cure, we're going for a cure for everybody. So your money doesn't just help your loved one, but it helps someone else's loved one and touches millions of families all over the place. Without a doubt, this is how we turn Type 1 into Type None. And every year we get closer and closer and closer, and the technologies and the treatments just keep getting better and better and better. So dig deep for us right now. There's an old saying, give until it hurts. I don't like that. Let's change that saying to give until it feels good. And let's do it right now. Go get them.
We are opening our Fund to Cure this evening with a gift from an anonymous donor of $10,000. We are so grateful for this gift that starts us out with such generosity this evening. If this is a level that works for you and you would like to join, please enter this amount on your phone using the donate button now.
Our next level is 5,000, and we are starting this level with a gift from Martin and Michelle Fisher in honor of their son Mitchell. If this is a level that fits within your budget and you can find it in your heart to donate tonight, please enter this in your phone now.
Thank you to our $5,000 donors tonight. At the $2,500 level, we have a gift from Nancy Thames in honor of her granddaughter, Neely. It's being matched by Neely's parents. So thank you tonight to Nikki and Peter Morris. And as gifts are being made, we'll see the donor's name scrolling across the screen tonight. Be ready to be inspired, because this level is also being matched by my friend here on Zoom, Josh and Molly Baines. So thank you, Josh. And this is in honor of their brother-in-law, Nick Lai.
Thank you, $2,500 donors. It is time now for the $1,000 level. If this is an amount you would like to donate to help fund research for Type 1 diabetes in this very challenging time, please do so now.
Thank you to our $1,000 donors tonight. It's now time to consider giving a gift to JDRF at the $500 level. It's important for you to know that you can give a gift at any of these levels at any point tonight. So right now we're asking you to consider a $500 gift to move this crucial research forward. We have amazing supporters who are donating at that level, and we can see them on the screen now. So if you're able to join them, please enter this on your mobile phone now.
Thank you to our $500 donors. We have now reached the $250 level. If this is a level at which you would like to contribute, you can do so now. These gifts together will change lives and ultimately move us toward cures for this disease.
And our last level of the evening is $100. If you are able to join us tonight at this Fund to Cure level, $100 is just perfect for finding a cure. We need each and every one of you to join in this evening and show the power of us. We have a family ready to match those donations. Sean and Heidi Cool will match up to $5,000 tonight in honor of their son, Oliver. Isn't that awesome? Even just 50 people donating at that level would mean another $10,000 for JDRF. So thank you, Heidi and Sean.
Nicole, as we are celebrating 50 years of research and progress, we have a challenge to our amazing supporters tonight. Even if you already supported tonight or donated this evening, we ask that you now consider donating at the $50 level. Such a great way to make a big impact on our fundraising dollars tonight. So 50 years, $50. Again, if you've already donated something or supported us in any way, can you do it one more time?
And for a 50-year celebration, why not? It's for a great cause. We want to thank you all for opening your hearts and your wallets for JDRF. I'm always amazed at what can happen when the collective us decides to make a difference, even in a really challenging year. Please remember that you can continue to donate in any amounts, even after our evening program is over.
Hey, I hope you're having fun tonight. We want to see your pictures. So your events you're doing at home or out and about, we'd love to see those and share those with others. There's two ways you can send us your pictures. The first is you can email it to nebraskaiowa@jdrf.org. Or if you share it on social media, just use the hashtag JDRFPromise2020.
Well, Josh and I want to thank you all on behalf of the entire Promise Gala committee, and they have worked so hard this year in this challenging year to bring you this event tonight, for sharing this night with us. And in spite of the pandemic, you have proven once again that nothing will stop us in the fight against T1D. We hope to see you all in person next year on October 16th, so mark your calendar. Until then, be safe and enjoy these songs from country music singer and songwriter Eric Pasley, who lives bravely with T1D. Good night, all. Cheers.
Yeah. Yep. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Pasley, and welcome to the 20th Annual JDRF Promise Gala. I'm so happy you're here. I'm happy to be here. I'm at my house. You're probably at your house, being safe. We're in an interesting time, and yes, it would have been easier for us to just probably take the year off, but I have juvenile diabetes, and if you're watching, you probably have it, or you know someone or love someone that has type 1 diabetes, and we all know that type 1 diabetes doesn't take any time off from affecting our lives. So happy you're here raising money to cure this terrible disease. And I'm gonna play some music for you. And yeah, so happy you're here. Let's have a great night together. And I wrote this song with my buddy about all of us having dreams. And my dream is to one day cure this type 1 diabetes disease. Here we go. Way back on a radio dial, fire got lit inside a bright-eyed child. Every note just wrapped around his soul. From steel guitar to Memphis, all the way to rock and roll. And oh, I can hear him playing. I can hear the ringing of a beat-up old guitar. Oh, I can hear him singing. Keep on dreaming, even if it breaks your heart. Downtown is where I used to wander, old enough to get there but too young to get inside. So I would stand out on the sidewalk, listen to the music playing stay with you forever. Drag you around, lead you back to where you were. Some dreams, yeah, they keep on getting better. Gotta keep believing if you wanna know for sure. Sing with me wherever you are, here we go. Oh, I can hear him playing, I can hear the ringing of a beatable guitar. Oh, I can hear him singing, keep on dreaming even if it breaks your heart. Oh, I can hear him playing, I can hear the ringing of a beatable guitar. Oh, I can hear him singing, keep on dreaming even if it breaks your heart. Keep on dreaming even if it breaks your heart. All right. Welcome everybody to the 20th JDRF Promise Gala. If you're just joining us, I'm Eric Passley, starting off the show with some music. And if you're dressed up, or if you're just hanging out on the couch in your PJs, it's cool. We're raising money to cure this terrible disease of type 1 diabetes. And yeah, and if you're here, in my opinion, you're high class. And I wrote a little song about it. It goes something like this. All right, if you know the words, come on. Hey, also, if you've got friends out there that you know are watching this, send them a text, give them a virtual hug, or heck, invite one of your neighbors or your friends to come watch, and maybe they can bid on something. Go be high class, get you a fancy trip or something. Everybody needs one night to go out and stop, shine a little spotlight for a little while. I'm talking fancy where the food ain't fast. 2 forks, 2 knives, Bud Light in a glass. Rent us a car, shore blade, valet the stride. Credit on my cards, money in the bank, at least for tonight. Keeping my shades on inside, I'm just in black. Ladies who can't these got baby, gotta look this like. Ain't on the list, but we on the list. When you look like this, walk like that, skip the line, but don't look back. Tonight we high class, yeah. Tonight we high class, yeah. Oh, hey, drop a little bit more. Come on, baby, drop a little bit more. Tonight we high class, point at the DJ, he knows what to play. Out on the dance floor, all the girls be like, heard he talk Timberlake, 'cause I'm smooth when I move. Out on my league book confident. I've had high life, but not like this. Good old book, I get used to keeping my shades on inside. I'm just in black. It's the ladies who care, these young baby, gotta love this lad. We ain't on the list, but we on the list. When you look like this, walk like that, skip the line, but don't look back. Tonight we high class, yeah. Tonight we high class. Hey, hey, yeah. Drop a little bit more. Come on, baby, drop a little bit more. Tonight we high class. Can't take it with you when you die. So I'm going all out, spend my overtime. Can't take it with you when you die. So I'm going all out with all y'all here tonight. I'm keeping my shades on inside. Oh yeah, all right. It's the ladies who care, these young baby. Kettle up this slack. How, keeping my shades on inside. I'm just in black. It's the ladies who care, these young baby. Gotta look this slack. Ain't on the list, but we on the list. We look like this, walk like that, skip the line, but don't look back. Tonight we high class. Yeah. All right. I got one more song for you here. All right. Here we go. come on now. I don't wanna be a Monday morning heading back to work, stuck in traffic, going slow, nothing on the radio. I don't wanna be another short to check up on your list. Things you gotta do, places that you gotta go. Oh no. I wanna be a Friday night sweet by summertime sunshine, barefoot in the moonlight. I wanna be your jackpot, hot spot, wide open road and a candy out the right top. I wanna set you free, I wanna take you high. I wanna be your Friday night. Yeah. Oh, your Friday night. We can rock together, let the good time roll forever, forever. I could make a memory, drink it up. I don't wanna miss another minute, wanna live it with you. Neath the blue sky, falling in love. I wanna be your Friday night sweet by summertime sunshine, barefoot in the moonlight. I wanna be your jackpot, hot spot, wide open road and a candy out the right top. I wanna set you free, I wanna take you high. I wanna be your Friday night. Oh, your Friday night. Oh, Friday night. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Friday night. Heck yeah, y'all. I'm Eric Pasley. Thanks for joining us again for the 20th annual JDRF Promise Gala. And thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to everyone who's donated something on the auction. Go check it out. Go buy you something awesome. Donate some great money to cure type 1 diabetes.